understand this science of presentation. If you don't understand the science of presentation, you may not be a good presenter in your life. So what is the science of presentation? That you have to convey your message in a limited time frame. There have been books on 9/11. People have written books. Okay, we don't have time to read books. You have just got 10 or 15 minutes in international conference to speak on a topic of high importance. For example, so this is your topic. You have taken the topic, this is going to be your first slide, in which you are going to tell the audience on which topic you are going to present. For example, my topic is strategic significance of Pakistan's counter-terrorism efforts since 2014, impacts and recommendations. And here I'm going to give my introduction. So let the audience know who you are. And then your logo, your organization's logo. Okay, so how you are going to begin your presentation? When you come to the podium, first of all, you will check the mic and you will start your presentation. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Dr. Masood. I am Assistant Professor in International Islamic University. Thank you very much, organizers, for organizing this great event. I'm happy to be among the learned and audience and august audience. This is great. My presentation is on Pakistan's role in the war against terror. That how Pakistan fought this war, what were the impacts, and what are the recommendations for Pakistan for future. And my presentation is divided in 3 parts. In first part, we are going to talk about the background, why 9/11 occurred. Second, how Pakistan tackled 9/11 and post 9/11 situation. And third, how Pakistan can overcome this issue. So this is going to be my focus of the presentation. So let's begin with our slides. That Pakistan is not the only country which faced terrorism. The whole world is facing terrorism, and they face terrorism. And so for Al-Qaeda, it was not the first attack against America. Al-Qaeda carried out against America in Kenya, Tanzania. Their US embassies were attacked. Al-Qaeda carried out attacks in Khobar Towers in Saudi Arabia, in which many foreigners, they were killed. And Al-Qaeda also carried out an attack on America's USS Cole, a warship which was docked in Yemen, in which 17 of the US Special Forces people were killed. Another attack was in the basement of 9/11 in 93. And ultimately Al-Qaeda conducted an attack on 9/11 in which more than 3,000 people were perished. So soon after that attack, America attacked Afghanistan. When they attacked Afghanistan, automatically the implications would have been for Pakistan, because most of the border of Afghanistan is with Pakistan, especially tribal areas. Tribal areas, which as you can see on the map, is about 1,600 kilometer border with Afghanistan. So automatically the spillover was expected from Afghanistan to Pakistan. So after 9/11, most of the militants, they crossed into Pakistan. Al-Qaeda, IMU, ETIM, or other terrorist groups. They came to Pakistani areas. And then Pakistan faced numerous threats. So what were the threats after 9/11 in Pakistan? Mainly from Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan, ISKP, ETIM, Lashkar-e-Jhangvi, Al-Qaeda, Islamic Movement of Uzbekistan, Jamaat-ul-Ahrar. All these terrorist organizations, one way or the other, worked together to mitigate these threats. Then Pakistan started military operations. And the second part of my presentation is focused on the military operations of Pakistan in tribal areas, which started in 2002 and lasted to 2016, Operation Raddul Fasad. The first operation was Operation Al-Mizan, and the last operation was Operation Raddul Fasad. All these operations were focused in tribal areas, in different tribal agencies. The last agency was North Rajasthan Agency, where Pakistan carried out Operation Zarb-e-Azab. So in these operations, Pakistan killed and captured hundreds and thousands of militants. Especially, Pakistan killed and captured many Al-Qaeda people. For example, Ramzi bin al-Shab, He was the ringleader of 9/11. Now, he was the mastermind of 9/11. Osama bin Laden is known as the mastermind. No, Osama bin Laden was not the mastermind of 9/11. Khalid Sheikh Mohammed was the person who actually planned 9/11 attacks in Afghanistan. So this is going to be very important. Yasir al-Jaziri, Khalid bin Atash, Ahmed Khalfan, yes, all these people, terrorists who were killed and captured by Pakistan intelligence agencies. Mustafa Somarian was also involved in Madrid bombing, and Abu Faraj al-Libi, he was also a third in command of Al-Qaeda. He was captured in Mardan by Pakistan intelligence agency. So he was also a very important leader of Al-Qaeda. All these leaders, and ultimately Osama bin Laden was also killed in Pakistan. And this was the person who killed Osama bin Laden. And there's a huge list of Al-Qaeda people who were captured by Pakistan. So Pakistan's efforts in counter-terrorism were great. And no one can deny that Pakistan played a very important role in countering militancy, not only in Afghanistan, but also in Pakistan. After that, let's quickly look at the Pakistan's efforts, especially in Operation Zarb-e-Azab. In Operation Zarb-e-Azab, Pakistan destroyed many ID factories, huge amount of weapons, arms. They were recovered, highly, sophisticated arms were recovered from militants in tribal areas. Thousands of people were killed, and later on, Pakistan also carried out huge efforts in Operation Raddul Fasad. More than 75,000 IBOs were conducted. What are the IBOs? Means intelligence-based operations were conducted by Pakistan, in which Pakistan killed and captured thousands of militants in urban areas. So that was also a great effort by Pakistan. All these efforts had some impacts, obviously. And the third part of our presentation was the impacts. What were the losses? Pakistan faced huge losses, more than $150 billion of financial losses, 80,000 people were killed, and huge number of people were IDPs, and of course, 7,000 soldiers were martyred. This was the cost which Pakistan paid. But that cost, was appreciated by the global powers as well. United States of America appreciated, China, Russia appreciated Pakistan's efforts in the war against terrorism. Later on, Pakistan's overall security situation also improved. And economic stability came to Pakistan. CPAC and other initiatives came, and many people, many other countries like Saudi Arabia and many other countries like Russia, they committed to go for trade with Pakistan. But still, Pakistan faced some terrorist attacks. Despite carrying out these operations, Pakistan faced terrorist attacks. What was the reason? The reason was simple, that Afghanistan was not stable, and Afghanistan was facing problems and issues. So Afghanistan was also facing numerous problems like Afghan Taliban, ISKP, Fragile, Afghan National Security Force, drug trafficking, and India-Pakistan's discord. These were the issues which Afghanistan faced after 9/11 till date. So especially if you look at Afghanistan's first major challenge is Afghan Taliban. Afghan Taliban, they are very strong now. They are not like the previous Taliban. Previous Taliban in 2001, they were 42,000, they were weak, they were fragile, they were not equipped, and diplomatically they were weak. But today's Taliban, they are very powerful. They are well equipped, they have assets, they are highly organized, they are motivated, they are robust. And diplomatically they are too good. You need to learn diplomacy from Afghan Taliban today. They are managing Russia, China, America, Iran, Pakistan, India at the same time. So they are diplomatically, they are very lethal. Second group threat to Afghanistan is ISKP. ISKP, Islamic State Khorasan province, is an offshoot of ISIS in Iraq and Syria. Now this group is very lethal, and most of these people are Pakistanis. They are not Iraqis. Most of these people are from Pakistan. Like for example, the first Amir Orakzai was Hafiz Saeed Khan. Saeed Khan was Amir of TTP from Orakzai agency previously. But after 2015, when Pakistan carried out Operation Zarb-e-Azab, they were jobless. So they found another job with ISKP. So many people, they were from TTP. Initially, ISKP had a base in Nangarhar province of Afghanistan. Why? Because Pakistan conducted operation on the other side of the agency. On the other side of Nangarhar is Khyber Agency of Pakistan, where Pakistan conducted 4 military operations, Khyber 1, 2, 3 and 4. So Pakistan pushed all these people to Afghanistan and they became ISKP. Initially, they were 4,000. But in Afghanistan, they faced 3 challenges. First, from Afghan Taliban. Afghanistan is a playground of Afghan Taliban. They will not allow other terrorist groups to be there in Afghanistan. So they seriously, they hammered these people in Afghanistan. Second challenge came from NATO. Although NATO had only 14,800 troops after 2014. So 14,800 troops were not enough troops against Taliban, but they were enough for ISKP. So they also conducted drone strikes on ISKP. They killed many IS fighters, leaders after that. And the third challenge for ISKP was Afghan forces. There were also 200,000 almost, approximately. So they also killed many ISKP officials. So initially Abdul Rauf, Saeed Khan, these leaders were decapitated with drones by the US. United States of America also used mother of all bombs on ISKP positions in Achin district, in which 94 of the IS militants were killed by the United States of America. So, but still, ISKP conducted many terrorist attacks inside Afghanistan and Pakistan, and they are still a threat. Recently, Pakistan Peshawar was attacked by ISKP. Second important challenge for Afghanistan was Afghanistan's own security forces. They were fragile, they were weak, and because of that, they could not control Afghanistan. America spent huge amount on Afghan forces, almost 70 odd $billion. But they could not develop a strong military force. They planned 352,000, but they could not develop a strong force. So this was the major challenge for the US, and this was the major failure of Afghanistan, that their military, they surrendered within a week. The third major challenge for Afghanistan was India, Pakistan and Afghanistan. India, Pakistan and Afghanistan are up against each other. India is there in Afghanistan for 2 reasons. Economy, they want iron reserves from Afghanistan because Afghanistan is sitting on huge iron reserves. And if they want to extract these resources, they need to have a railway line which is going to connect Afghanistan with Chabahar, and then from Chabahar they can take these resources to Mumbai, which is again an uphill task for India because it is going to be a huge distance to cover, and India cannot replace Pakistan because in this way India had to travel about 4,000 kilometers. The best route is through Pakistan. Another important reason why India was there in Afghanistan was TTP and other terrorist groups to hurt Pakistan internally. So according to many captured militants, Latif Massoud, who was ex-TTP, he under custody confessed that yes, India was supporting us. India and Afghanistan, they were supporting us from Afghanistan against Pakistan. Ahsanullah Ahsan also accepted in his confession that yes, India was supporting us. India was funding these people. And of course, Kulbhushan Yadav, who was captured in Pakistan in 2016, was also a key link to India's activities, covert activities inside Pakistan. So this is how India played against Pakistan. Another important challenge for Afghanistan is drug trafficking. Now, drug trafficking in Afghanistan is a serious issue because it funds militants, it funds criminals, it funds smugglers, so that creates a serious challenge. And the Afghan drug trafficking is huge. If you look at the UNODC report of 2011, Afghan drug trafficking was close to $61 billion worth in the international market. Imagine, this is 2023 now. So this $61 billion may have converted into $100 billion minimum. So $100 billion worth of drug trafficking is taking place in Afghanistan, which is a serious issue, not only for Afghanistan, but also for the regional countries. So this is a major challenge for Pakistan, for India, for Central Asia, for China, for other countries. So you need to overcome this particular issue. Now, what is the way forward? How we can resolve Afghanistan and Pakistan's terrorism issue? This is a global issue, this is a regional issue. So you need collective efforts at regional and global level. All the leaders from region and the global, they need to work together to overcome this issue. Secondly, Pakistan must improve their border management, because the border management, recently we have seen attacks on Chaman, and smugglers, they roam around in these areas. Although the fencing is there, but still it is facing problems because of Taliban. They are not allowing fencing on some areas because they are against it. They believe that this Duro line belongs to Afghanistan. So Pakistan needs to improve border management to curb these militants, their movement from this area to Afghanistan. Thirdly, you have to curb the terrorist financing. So all this Hundi system, Hawala system must be curbed, and you need to take work on that. You have to curb as well the drug trafficking in Afghanistan, which must be stopped, because that pays a huge amount to militants. Counter-narrative is also very much important, because of Taliban or TTP, all these terrorist groups, Al-Qaeda, वगैरह, they focus on Islam. They believe that Islam is their strength. But in reality, Islam has nothing to do with militancy. Islam never allows militancy. Islam says if you kill a person, it is equal to the murder of whole humanity. So you need to engage ulamas, educated ulamas, and you have to come up with true interpretation of Islam, Quran, Hadith, in which they are going to tell the audience that this is the true context of Quranic or Ahadith, so they can, deviate young men from militancy. So this is also very much important. Most important thing is reconstruction and development. If you analyze all societies which are facing terrorism and militancy, whether it is Afghanistan, Nigeria, Somalia, Pakistan, Fata, you will face one thing. You will analyze one thing is there, and that is poverty. Poverty, lack of infrastructure, lack of schools, colleges, hospitals. And because of that, socioeconomic deprivation, we see militancy. Because it would be a very, very easy target for external powers to play their role. So you need to overcome this issue. Reconstruction and development is must for FATA, ex-FATA, and for Afghanistan, if you want to overcome militancy issue. Another important thing is that you need to improve your first line of defense, and that is your police, FC, Hasadaras. They are the first line of defense. When this line of defense is crossed, then we engage regular army, special forces. So you need to equip your first line of defense with modern weapons, like night vision capabilities, bomb disposal squads, and all these capabilities are there in modern times. You need to equip them. Pakistan equipped their FC after 2008 with the help of America. So Alhamdulillah, after that, Pakistan FC is quite good in tribal areas. They carried out many independent operations against TTP, and also they were proved to be very, very successful. Last but not least, dialogue is the ultimate solution for this problem, for the mess in Afghanistan and Pakistan. Pakistan, India, Afghanistan, Iran, and other regional powers like Russia and China must sit together and resolve this issue, and understand one thing, that peace is the only way. There is no way to peace. Thank you very much. This is all from my side. If you got any questions, please you can ask. Thank you very much. कितना टाइम हुआ इसको?